Let's go to Matt. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Matty?
Hi, Matt.
Hi guys, you alright?
Yeah, good, mate, good. What did you make of it tonight? What did you make of the team selection to start with?
I as soon as I saw it, I knew it was going to be one of those nights. We already don't have a striker as it is, but when you put 4 defenders and 5 midfielders into the team, when you need to score at least 2 goals, I just knew it was going to be one of those nights.
Yeah. I mean, when you're looking at Kante to score your goals, you know you're banging trouble. I mean, it gets in the right area. It gets in great areas. He's just not a finisher.
No, not at all. And then also you had the Cucurella chances as well. And whenever I watch Cucurella, I just want to throw my controller at the TV, to be honest, because I've not seen someone. I was watching Cucurella. I just don't get how he's a footballer half the time. Like sometimes some of the stuff, like especially in the last week, in the first leg, how he got drawn out for that second goal. It's just baffling how he's a professional footballer sometimes.
I think he's a left wing back, and he's not a left. When he played at the back, and he made them mistakes when he played left side centre back, he's not. He don't see the danger. So playing left, I thought to be honest, it's probably one of his better games he had tonight. And then Jamie, he had a chance at the back post. A striker or a winger might have finished it, but he then runs and chases the ball for the goal and leaves Chalobah in trouble.
Yeah.
But I blame. Do you know I blame the owner?
Yeah, I was just going to say.
What can Frank do?
What do you mean?
Yeah, Frank could have picked a different team tonight. 4-3-3, different system, right?
Yeah, Frank is my.
There's no strikers there. Whoever's the manager.
Frank is my hero. He honestly, he's the reason I'm into football. I'm not blaming him one bit. He can only do so much with these players. Bowley, I'm going to say something that's probably not going to happen because let's be honest, he's paid £2.5 billion into this club. The guy needs to get whatever receipts he has, give it back, and just sell up and go because the guy.
You want him out? You want him out?
Yeah, the guy has
He's
not.
Just bought it.
Every decision he's made since coming to the club has had the worst effect. He came in, got rid of Granitskaya, Cech, and Bruce Buck, and replaced them with people that probably don't even know anything about football. He made himself director of football. Look how that stand out. And then, obviously, ever since then, he's paid £600 million worth of players who I don't know what he thought he was buying, but they just have not turned up. And honestly, he sacks an elite manager in Tuchel. He hires a PE teacher in Graham Potter. He sacks that same PE teacher in Potter with that plan, and it's just gone from one thing to another.
If he was a manager, he'd be sacked.
Yeah, exactly.
Can't say himself though, can he? He owns the club.
But if he was a manager, the mistakes he's made, he'd be sacked by now. I mean, do you know? Going in the dressing room, right? And I've been a manager, and when the chairman comes in the dressing room, it's not on. Good or bad. Frank's already struggling for sort of control of the group when they all know there's another manager coming in. And then when someone comes in above him, because there's mind games going on in the dressing room with your players, good and bad. You say things to certain players, you say things to the group that you don't mean all the time. For example, they got beat by Brighton.
Yeah.
They're on the floor. As Frank could have gone in and nailed them all. But he probably went, hey, come on. That wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
He don't really mean it, but he's trying to lift them. And then the owner comes in and goes, you're an embarrassment to the club. He just spoke to him for half an hour, telling him, getting him ready for the next game. And then he comes in. You've got to be on the same page as the owner. If he does come in, make sure you come in and I know what you're going to say before you come in.
Yeah, but he owns you.
Well,
so he ain't got to do anything. He's wanting to come in.
Well, you manage the team then. If you want to own the club and manage the team, you do it. But you stick to writing checks and I'll manage the football team. That's why you're employing me to manage the football team.
Yeah, but they're not doing a good job.
Well, don't employ Frank then. You've employed him after 3 games and you're coming in the dressing room. You haven't signed a striker. You spent $600 million because you don't know what you're doing. If you'd have listened to Tuchel, he would have told you exactly what's wrong with the team. He would have said, I can't go any further with this group unless you let me sign Lewandowski, or I can't go any further. Like Conte does, like all the top managers, Mourinho, they all tell the truth to the owner.
Yeah.
But when the owner comes in the dressing room, and I've had it happen to me, good or bad, it's wrong. Any business, you're going above the manager. Give him a rollicking, give him a pat on the back.
Yeah.
We've got a plan.
Yeah.
It's not always the truth. You're trying to manage players and motivate them.
Yeah.
Some play like Pep takes Haaland off when he scored 2. to keep his feet on the ground.
Well, no, because he's saving him for other games.
Yeah, but he's trying to keep... He's leaving Kyle Walker out because he's trying to say, don't think you can just turn up. He's trying to... deep down, he knows Kyle Walker's a great player.
Yeah,
but he's probably saying to him, hey, get your feet on the ground.
Yeah, he done it with De Bruyne earlier on in the season.
So your owner, when he walks in, he's got to be on the same page as you. Otherwise, I've just told him all the good and it wasn't that bad, lads. And he comes in and says it's pathetic.
Yeah.
You're embarrassed. And all the players start looking at the manager going... Like, who's in charge here?
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, it's a mess. They're in an absolute mess. Let's go to Ryan. He's a Chelsea fan. All right, Rise?
Right, what's the crack?
All right, Rise. Look, that was a poor performance in the end. Got beat 2-0. Didn't really feel like you really, really went for it. When you had the players that you had and the players that he picked, it was all just a bit negative.
It was awful to watch. Like I've said it before. This season it feels like a chore rather than a want to watch Chelsea play this season. It's just not enjoyable, and like it's that bad that I completely forgot the match was on tonight.
What do you mean? You watched it, right?
I watched it, but then I started watching it at like 35 minutes in because I'd come back home forgetting it was on. It's got to the fact that I've just stopped caring this season.
Yeah. Right, what happens here then for Chelsea? Because your season's over now, right? Do you keep Frankie until the end of the season? Or, I mean, what is the deal now?
Well, you can't get rid of Frank as he has a caretaker manager. It's like, if Frank was...
You ain't won a game. You ain't scored.
It's like Bully won't do it. Bully will not be the man that sacked 3 different managers. He's already given himself a bad name, and he's not going to do that. That's just going to make him look much worse. And I just feel like we just got to fight I can't believe I'm saying this, but like we're coming to the end of the season and we're like fighting to stay up in the league.
I know. Scary. I mean, Tuchel got you enough points to stay in the league, but if it wasn't for him, you'd bang in trouble.
Well, actually, like we just need to grab a few points in as many games as possible, and just kind of sack the season off and just focus and regroup for the next season. Because like we've got the players, we've got the talent. We just don't have the right mindset at all.
Yeah,
you haven't got a goal scorer.
They haven't got a goal scorer, and I don't think they've got enough winners. Dean, I don't think they've got enough winners in the group. You've got Thiago Silva, you've got Kante, you've got Enzo Fernandez, Reece James, right? That's, I'd say, winner. Kovacic. The rest of the group of players that you've got, I look around, I look at it and go, not like real winners. Mudrik's not a winner. João Felix, is he really a Pulisic? No. Zakaria, Ziyech. I look at it and go, where's your real winners in the group? Chalobah, Fofana, Cucurella, Conor Gallagher. Never won anything.
I'm going to get Rufus in a minute to do some research for us. I don't know how many players Chelsea have got out on loan, but I believe
there's a lot.
Is a lot. And how have you not even got one striker to call on?
Yeah, well, you can't bring him back on loan, can you?
No, but I'm just saying, now you've got yourself in this position, you've got to make sure, whatever league you're in, you're only as good as your strikers.
Yeah.
The more money you got, you can have 6. If you've got a big budget in the league you're in, you can have 6 strikers. You're never short of going away from home on a Tuesday night in the rain and you've got 2 kids playing up front. Never. No matter what league it is.
Yeah, I agree.
And they haven't got one.
Yeah. No, it's the same old saying. Every manager I spoke to over the years, modern day ones, old ones, every single one of them says the same. You're only as good as your strikers.
And if you sell your centre forward, I knew this. Billy Sharp left Doncaster when I was there and I thought, I'm in trouble. He won so many games for us on his own without playing well. We weren't playing well. Billy Sharp, bang.
Yeah.
Out of nothing. When you're thinking, what can I do? Because we're not playing very well. He gets you out of trouble. And he gets all the rest of the players out of trouble. So that we're always confident every week. If you haven't got a striker, eventually it wears the whole group down.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.